All right, guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. All right, so today we're going to be exploring how to do beauty retouching using Kumoo, right? Amazing features we're going to be looking at in this particular one. So, excuse me, let me collapse all of this so that we can start from the very top and go all the way down. All right, so one of the most challenging form of retouching as a retoucher is when you have to do beauty retouching. Yeah, it's not that it's so challenging, just that it takes a lot of time to do, and a lot of photographers would jump on any option that can take away that stress and still give them the same result they would have achieved using their normal Photoshop and manual processes. So in this one, we're going to be exploring how to use Kumoo to do beauty retouching and still achieve professional retouching results. So without wasting much of your time, let's quickly get started. The first thing I'm going to do on this image is to try to correct some contrast and brightness, because looking at the image, I feel it's flat. Doesn't have contrast and dimensions. So I'll just go into my tone, go to my global, come down to my tone, add some contrast to the image. You see the way it just came out, and maybe leave the exposure the way it is. Just add that contrast. Then maybe go back to my local, go to background. I want the green to be, saturated. Increase the vibrance of the green, maybe somewhere around here. Beautiful. So see the way it was before. See the after. Just these two sliders will move around. You see the picture even came out better. Then the next thing is to take care of all these blemishes, and of course the ones on her body too. So I'm going to turn on the acne for face and also turn on the acne for body. Excuse me. All right. So once I turn on the acne for face and acne for body, you will notice we have lost some blemishes, but some are still remaining in the image. So what do? You use the mold here, mold for face, to remove the remaining ones. So this is the before. This is what we have now. Very much professional and intact. At least we're not losing textures. Unlike when you want to do some of this using your Photoshop and you are not entirely good at it, you start losing some skin textures. And after that, I'm going to come down to the body blemishes over here. Just increase it for the body. And it takes care of the ones on the body. So the matte is for this kind of hot spots on her. If I turn on the matte now, you'll notice that all the hot spots disappear, but we've lost all the dimensions of the picture, the beauty of the jaw. So we'll just keep it somewhere around here, because I still want those highlights, on her face. Then if your object have forehead wrinkles, you might want to take care of it from here, but mine obviously don't. So I would leave that. Then my dark circles, my eye bag, just lift it a little bit. Like that. Wrinkles around eye, very important. Look at that. Good. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to go all the way down to maybe a little bit of my smile lines and a little bit of the cheek line, because she, of course, is not smiling. Then the lip lines, I feel is too matty, so we'll just keep it around here. Good. Then my neck wrinkles, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Accessory for breast, very important. I'll just increase that so that in case there are any other image in front, maybe like I want to do 3 and one of them she raise her arm, I wouldn't have to come and visit this again. Then if of course she's a pregnant lady, you can affect the stretch space from here. But I think for now we are good to go. So quickly, let's get into skin retouching proper. So we have done the first thing we need to do on this image, which is blemish removal. Now the next thing is to do the skin retouching, which is our frequency separation, dodge and burn, macro dodge and burn, and all of that. So I'll just turn on my frequency separation over here, just like that, and also my high frequency enhancement, just a little bit, because I don't want a lot of textures coming up from there so that it starts looking rough again. I think I'm going to leave that down here in the middle. Then do the same thing for that up body as well. And I want the body to be very smooth. And a little texture to match what we have on the face. Good. So once that is done, I'm going to turn on my skin refinement a little. So it takes care of extra things we are missing. Then of course my micro dodge and burn, which is my neutral gray leveling. Just turn it on. So it gives it some extra smoothness. Then I'll use my neutral gray contour to restore some dimensions back to the face that the retouching have, taken away to make it look flat and unrealistic. Then with this done, I think I'm actually good to go. There are a few other options you can as well. Sliders you can touch, or the skin texture will have the AI retouch. If I turn on the AI retouch all the way to the top, you also see the effect it does, but I'm going to turn it off. I can only. So you see the way it just flattened it out. Gave her a very beautiful skin retouch. But I feel just shifted her from who she is originally. Or if we want to stick with this, we'll just have to put a little bit of it for that extra smoothing effect I just added, because I really love the effect I saw. Yeah, so a little bit of it will still allow our dimensions to be intact in the image. Then once that is done, we'll go all the way down to our skin tone blending, right? So I need to add a little tan to it. Bring it all the way down just to give it that slightly reddish tone. Then push my slider towards the rosy skin tone down there. Then of course balance my skin tone so that my face and my body have exactly, undoubtedly the same color. And a little bit of whitening to it for some glossy glow looks. And this is how much we've done the before. The after, so I think the white is too much. A little bit of the tan too. Okay, so this is our result, the before, the after, and we are not even done yet. So the next thing I want to fix is improve her makeup, right? To improve her makeup, I will go down to my makeup and I'm going to enhance her eyebrow. Beautiful. Then I'm going to enhance her eye makeup. Also add some shadows, which is our dodge and burn area, and some highlight over here, just like that. So with all these sliders, look at it. So we've restored back the highlights on her, the shadows. You can even make the shadows stronger, but that will be looking off. So I just have it like this, and of course enhance my lid makeup. Then if she has blushes, you might want to also touch the blushes area. Beautiful. I love the result I'm getting. In case you don't like the eyebrow, you can as well come in here and choose any other eyebrow that you feel is going to look good for the image. I think this looks cool, but it's too much. Just add a little bit of it. So another thing I want to fix is the hair. The hair is too illuminated, and of course looks rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my hair slider. First of all, fix the parts, the hair pattern. So we just keep it in the middle. So some of those areas get filled. If I put it all the way to 100, it's going to look messy. So just keep it somewhere around here. Then of course my straight hairs, take care of them. And try to soften out the hair a little. Just soften it out a little. Now, still looking at it, it still looks, quite illuminated, especially this area. So I'm going to select a dark hair so that everywhere becomes dark. Then I'm going to reduce the opacity of it so that we'll get that darkened hair look. Look at the results we have already. This is the before. This is the after. So for my background, I'm going to go into my background. Come down to my clean background. I'll just clean it up so that the textures I have here will just become a very smooth background. I don't want it looking like canvas. Yeah, that's better for me. Beautiful. And we are practically done. We are practically done. So if you want to maybe change the color of her lips, you can as well come down to that makeup section and go to lip gloss, we'll see different lip glosses there that you can use on your object. So let's just keep it somewhere around here and use something light like that. Okay, so if you also want to add some catch lights, which you already have, but let me show you how you can add some catch lights to the image. So this is for the highlight. If you want to introduce some more highlights to your image, maybe you're not satisfied with the original one there and all of that. So I think this is going to look good if we just bring it down a bit for that particular eye area, because the highlight was already there. Then we even have contour in case you want to add some contour more to your image, which is not bad at all. Good. So I was trying to show you the catch lights thing. So you have to go to your eye and come down to this place. So we'll have two categories. We'll have the general and we'll have the studio. So you can as well change the catch light of your image. See, this one just enhance what you already have in her eyes. So I think I'm going to stick with this. And we are good to go, guys. This is the before. This is the after. This is the before. This is the after. You can even save this thing we just did as a new preset, so that each time you want to retouch a fair beauty shot, all you need to do is just to click on it. The screen is retouched. So if I reset everything I did and open up my presets and go down to my new presets, yeah, look at it here, new. If I click on the beauty, give it few seconds, everything we did will just come back to the image. And that is how you can even retouch multiple beauty images and still retain consistent results across every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. If you want to gain access to Kumoo, which I know by now you already want to, go to the description of this video. You will see the link there. Click on it, download Kumoo, purchase a credit with our, whenever you top up your credit with our promo code, Kumoo gives you 30% bonus on your top up. So make sure you do not miss this wonderful opportunity to elevate your work. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not, and if you have, make sure you like this video. Please also turn on your notification bell so that every single time we drop a new video, you are going to get it. Thank you so much one more time. See you on the next one.